students. Next. Now, what are the objectives of this workshop? To orient participants on the feature, structure, and pedagogical use of the career guidebook and also the My Career Advisor app. To emphasize the importance of personalized career guidance tailored to the needs, interests, and aptitudes of students. Encouraging the use of psychometric tests, aptitude assessment, and individual counseling. To familiarize key stakeholders, including career counselors, teachers, and vocational coordinators, with methods of integrating career guidance tools in school education. Next, to promote the implementation of structured career guidance and counseling activities in schools in line with the recommendations of the NEP 2020, to share successful models and best practices. This is very important. Every state should have at least 10 to 15 best practices in a year. I'm not asking much more, but at least 10 to 15 best practices in their state, which they can highlight and share with us. The ministry would be happy to include it in their report. We would be happy to include it in our bulletin that we bring out, the vocational education bulletin that we are publishing. So if you share with us these best practices in career guidance and counseling, it will be wonderful. Together, feedback and suggestions from participants for improving the content, usability, and outreach of both the career cards and the career advisor app. So we also look forward, after this workshop, the feedback from the stakeholders of what changes should we make to improve upon these two resource materials that we are talking about, the Career Guidebook and My Career Advisor app. Next, to strengthen collaboration among national, state, and district level institutions for the dissemination and adoption of standardized career guidance resources across states. So we also look forward to the contextualization of this material with you. The states and UTs, the education departments, the SCRTs, district level institutes like DIETs, the BRCs, CRCs, we look forward to working with them on translation of these materials. We also look forward working with them on implementing it at the ground level and getting feedback about what improvements shall we make in these two resource materials. So that's very important. To prepare an implementation roadmap for the dissemination and effective utilization of the Career Guidance Book and My Career Advisor app at the state, district, and school levels. Next. Now coming to the overview of the implementation strategy, we need to ensure nationwide adoption of the Career Guidebook and My Career Advisor app, establish a structured framework for capacity building, dissemination, and continuous support for schools. We have been struggling for quite some time now in terms of implementing career guidance and counseling in our schools. Why? Because we don't have trained school counselors. We don't have guidance counseling cells in our schools. So we need to establish all these things in our schools so that every teacher gets an opportunity to get trained to counsel their students. So personalized counseling is very important. And that comes when you have people in place who are trained on psychometric tests. Like the NCERT has developed the Tamanna test. I suppose you must be all aware about that, and we have a session on that by Professor Prabhat Mishra from the NCERT. So organization of national, state, district, and block level workshops for awareness among teachers, principals, and school counselors. Next. Training programs for master trainers, counselors, and educators, embedding career guidance within school activities and vocational education, creating dedicated career guidance cells, regular follow-ups through online mentoring, and feedback mechanisms. So Niti Aayog is already working on a framework for mentoring, and they have also constituted a committee. Similarly, NCT is also mentoring people. AICT has mentorship program. In school also we have mentorship program. Vidyanjali, you might have heard about that. So we need to have career guidance and counseling programs at various levels so that every student gets an opportunity to know what they want to pursue in the future, how they are going to be there if they have decided to become, let's say, AI assistant or biometric data entry operator. So how are they going to become that? I mean, what steps they need to take, what courses they need to do, which institutions are offering these courses, what is the potential income. All these things should be known to him or her in order to decide or make an informed career choice. So regular follow-ups we need to make. Then institutionalize capacity building programs within SCRTs and diets, regular content updates in My Career Advisor app, and career guidebook to reflect new and emerging career or job roles. I'm happy to inform you that at PSSCIB we are not now working to add on to these job roles or the occupations that we have already included in the 500 career cards. We are identifying new job roles, occupations, and we are working on that. So maybe in another 2 or 3 months, we'll have 2 more volumes on this career guidebook. Organization of career fairs, Kaushal Melas, and job fairs. This is very important. Why? Because when you organize such Kaushal Melas or Kaushal Utsavs or job fairs, students get an opportunity not only to showcase their talent or what they have done in terms of the portfolio, or they showcase what they have learned in their schools, but also they get to do networking with potential employers. And if they have the real talent or they have groomed themselves to the requirements of the industry, they get an opportunity, maybe in terms of the internship, apprenticeship training, or placement. So it really connects the students with the world of work. So every state should organize Kaushal Melas, job fairs, career fairs, so that every student gets an opportunity. Particularly in rural areas, because there are a lot of opportunities which exist in rural areas, but due to lack of guidance and counseling, due to lack of opportunities like job fairs and placements, rural students are not able to showcase their talent. And they just grapple with that issue. So it's not just that we give them quality education, but it's very important that we give them quality opportunity to survive in this world. And that's very important. Survival skills, marketing skills, negotiating skills, decision-making skills, critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills. All these skills are very important, the soft skills. So it's not just about training them on hard skills, it's also about training them on soft skills, employability skills that we. Next. Next. So this is just an overview of the roadmap that you need to develop when you go back from here. I request all the stakeholders to please work on this. At the state level, policy integration and budget allocation, do allocate budget for the career guidance and counseling. Integrate it with the recommendations of the National Education Policy 2020. Train master trainers. Customize the resources. At the district level, train district coordinators. Distribute books and promote the My Career Advisor app. Then train teachers and counselors, integrate into curriculum, and set up a monitoring system at the district level. At the school level, train teachers and counselors. Students and parents orientation is very important. You know, when we had revised, the Ministry of Education, the Department of School Education Literacy, revised the scheme of vocationalization of secondary education way back in 2012. I mean, it started in 2006, and through thorough approvals and things like that, the revised scheme was launched in 40 schools of Haryana. And how we started, we didn't just introduce it in all the schools. We selected 40 schools as pilot project, and we had invited parents first. We oriented them that this scheme is going to be very different than the earlier schemes. And this is based on the integration of vocational education with general education. And we are going to provide training based on the job roles or occupations. And it's going to be standardized. National Skill Qualifications Framework is going to be implemented. And students are going to benefit from